And if I do, does something pop up that says like join or open?
Use
Do you guys
app.
all see this? Can you
I
press
do not.
OK?
It should be on your side there, Trish.
Pardon?
It should be on your side there.
Okay, so if I go like
Since
this,
I've used it should only be working on your side of the field. So once you click the video, and then you've had it set to a playlist, once you press play, it should show for everybody else.
okay, do you guys see that?
What's up? I got nothing here, but I'm on my phone, so.
Yeah, so I might not see it.
All right, that's no problem. Okay, so if it doesn't work on YouTube, it's cool. We can just play it on like screen share. So you guys will have like a little bit of like a lag on the video, but you'll hear everything. Okay, is that cool? All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Can you guys see this?
Yep.
Okay. All right, one sec. Let me know if you have problems like hearing it or anything. And can you guys actually shut off your mics if you can all hear it okay?
Is it skating? I'm like,
Can you hear that?
1 second, I'm going to do that now.
Yeah, turn my mic off. Just give me a sec as well.
All right. Is that a yes? Okay, it went off with screen share, so I'm just gonna. You guys can't see this, honestly? It says use app.
I actually can see anything, but I can see everything, but I don't know for other people.
Okay.
I saw it on screen share for like 2 seconds.
Okay, so now you guys can see it?
Yeah.
Everyone can?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I do.
Okay, cool.
I see it.
falling on your ass. You know what I'm saying? If you're afraid to fall, you're never going to get good at anything. It's like just get out there and fall your ass off as much as you can, and by default, you're going to get good. I told him, I said, just go see how many times you can fall down. See how bloody you can get. You know what I mean? But, you know, so it's like, I mean, I can't tell him that. I don't know anything about skating. So, common sense says if you want to get good at something, you can't be afraid to fall. Most people are afraid to fall. Most people are too afraid to fall, or they're too afraid to fail that they won't step out and they'll do it. But the only way to get good is by doing it. You that have the ability to play an instrument, how did you learn how to do it? You were terrible one time. You were just absolutely terrible, but you got good. By what? By practice. You know, going out there and doing it. When you look at it, lawyers practice law, doctors practice, and network marketers practice talking to people. So as long as you're going out there and realizing the fact that every time you get in front of is really a chance for you to go out there and do what? Get better. So just realize that it's how fast. This business is easier to do fast than it is to do slow. So you're like, well, I need my upline to help me more. I need this, I need that. It's like, no, you don't. You look in the mirror and say, it's up to me. Like if I call anybody that I consider my upline in this company, which would be like the owners, it's an emergency. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling them up every single day because I don't want to be a bugaboo. You know that? You don't be calling your upline. Step up and step out. I like the fact earlier we did a training earlier and somebody was talking about first step is when you first get in, you're dependent. Did you guys catch that? Then you become what? Independent. Okay? And then you become dependable. So everybody wants to graduate to become dependable. Where you want to go. But you can't be walking around trying to attach your umbilical cord. Do you guys get what I'm saying? You got to step up and just go out there and do it. Don't wait. Do it now. Like there's no better feeling than when you just watch. You can see it. It's like bam, it's on fire. You can just see somebody that's up. So the same thing holds true in this process of closing. Everything's a closing process. Everything's a closing process. How do you get people to show up to events?
Close them.
Close them, man. People are like, man, my people aren't showing up to events. Well, you're not a good closer then. You're not a good closer. You got to learn how to close. You got to learn how to help people make a decision. Selling is a transference of emotion. It's the deal, man. Some people are like, oh, I don't think I can sell. That's the dumbest thing another human could say because it doesn't make sense. You can't express how you feel about something. Yeah, I mean, it's like that didn't make any sense. And seriously, some of you like hang on to these dumb things that you think, oh, I'm shy or I'm this and that. Shut up, man. You're a human being. If you don't like who you are, change it. Stop trying to be, some people just say dumb things, man. You are a human being. You're not a bird. You're not a crocodile. You're not a spider. You're not dude, you're a human being. Be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. Be who you want to be. It's a no-brainer, man. But just know you can do it. That's the difference maker. Know that you can do it. Get out there and talk to more people. That's it, man. It's easy to see. When you find someone's like, that person's going to make it happen, because they're not like ready, aim, 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 aim. Aim, aim, aim. It's like ready, fire, aim. That's how you reach a network marketing. You can't, look, if you get in your car right now, you just steer your wheel, doesn't do anything. That's how some of you are right now. Gotta get good at this. Like, you ever been in the park? You ever seen those things? They got them at the park, man. They're like sitting on like the jungle gym, man. There's like a little thing right there. So that stuff's fun when you're, you know what I'm saying, maybe like 4, but whenever you are anything higher than 5, that's just lame. Some of you need to step up, man. Some of you really know you need to. Do it then. You know how you feel when you step up?
Awesome.
Oh, man, it's great.
Sorry.
But you know how you feel when you hold back? You're unhappy, man. You know who you're unhappy with? Yourself. The greatest form of unhappiness is when you're unhappy with yourself. And how it starts is by doing less than you know that you could. And you're like, man, I don't like that. And you keep doing and doing and doing and doing and doing. And the next thing you know, an infection spreads with disease. It's like, just let loose, man. Step out. Step up and just do it. What does you on fire look like? What does you on a mission look like? You know what it is. You're not being it. So step up, get out there and do it. Just be on fire, man. That's how you win in network marketing. You know how you win is you stop being afraid. You don't have to be good. That's the deal. A lot of you are like, well, I'm not very good, so I'm going to come to this training today. You already shot yourself in the foot then. You don't go to trainings, you don't listen to personal growth and development because you're weak. You do it to remain strong. You come to these trainings because you know that you're great, you know that you're a champion, you know that you're the best, and guess what you want to do? You want to remain great. Know you can do it, man. You got to be your #1 biggest cheerleader. You got to know you're the greatest, man. Stop waiting for someone else. Stop waiting for someone to show up. Do it. That's how you win, man. You just step out and do it. You step up and you do it. Well, Tim, I'm scared. Be afraid not to. So go there and do it, man. The only way to get good is if you're doing 10 one-on-ones a day, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be a beast. If you're doing 10 spot parties a day or 10 product demos a day, you're going to get good. You can't buff someone's nail 10 nails a day and not get good at this business. You can't. You pitch the program, people are going to say yes. But a lot of you, like I said, I don't understand. Just light yourself on fire, man. Just get crazy. Get out of control. Be that person. Be you in the zone. Stop looking at problems. Stop looking at challenges. It's crazy to me, man. There you are. It's like, dude, you are so lame. Seriously, I hear people's problems like, that's a problem? God, I'm glad I'm not in your family. You know what I mean? Be embarrassed. It's like, dude, stop. Just go all out, man. Just get crazy. Just go all out. That's it. Someone's like, well, I want to get good at spa parties. Then go do 50 of them. Now. How? Do whatever it takes. See, a lot of you, the reason why you don't make it happen is because you look for obstacles. My brother-in-law came up to me, he's like, Tim, and he grabbed me and he goes, look, if I put a gun to your head right now and I told you to go out there and get it done, what would you do? I was like, get it done. He goes, exactly. I was like, dang. Later on, after we became wealthy, I was like, dude, like, where did you come up with all those lines? Because I never heard them before. It's not like I heard them from someone else. I knew they borrowed it from them. Because I knew all the guys that worked with stuff, and I heard all their ambient, you know what I mean? I was like, boom, writing everything down. I'm like, where'd you get that from? He's all, that's what I wanted someone to say to me. He's all, I was so scared. He's all, I was so afraid, man. He's all, you come over to the house, and I'd be like sitting there like so afraid, like I'm about to cry. And as soon as you come in, he's like, man, we're going to make this thing happen. Where's your list at? You don't have one? Man, you're a loser. Get out of here. You know what I mean? I was like, whoa. But I'm like, why were you like that? He goes, because that's what I wish someone would have said to me. Wow. He's all, man, I was so afraid. I knew that if you were afraid, if you could see how afraid I was, you would definitely quit. It's like, you guys, get a backbone, man. Get a backbone. You got to be, let me tell you something. If you want to get rich in network marketing, you know what you have to do? You have to be 100% over the top positive all the time. That's it. That's how you do it. Anything that happens to you is awesome. That's how you get rich in network marketing. Some of you guys, like, you have an experience that you don't want, you get all bent out of shape. Oh my God, I didn't even know what happened. You know what it was? It was awesome. Why? Because every challenge, every failure, every heartache carries with it a seed of greater benefit. Right. But see, most people, they get so caught up in the door that's slamming, they're not paying attention to the one that just opened. You have a bad experience, guess what? It was laying the groundwork for you to become great. That's all it was.
All right, cool. That's all I really wanted to show of that video. Did anyone like that? Did anyone enjoy that? Yeah, everyone? Cool. I thought it was hilarious, actually. But it's so truthful. It's great. I mean, wow. It's funny because, like, what he said about just, like, you know, why did you tell people that? It's like, because that's what I wish people would have told me. And, you know, I think if some people, you know, were a little bit more forward like that with me at the beginning, it would have pushed me a little bit harder. But, you know, in the end, it is about you. You know, it is about what you do. And I think we all have to go through those things to come to those conclusions. So, yeah, I mean, I thought this was a really cool video. Now I just wanted to go through something. Who wants to learn how to get rich?
Oh, definitely not me, Trisha. That's definitely not why I'm in this business.
Yeah, for real. Okay, so, I mean, what I want to go through right now is just the first 3 steps. Like, basically, Derek Alexander has a really cool video. I want to show it to you guys. It has helped me out massively. I've been following it for the last, like, 3 months and maybe 4 months, and, you know, it's just been great. You know, what they say, 2 + 2 = 4 every time. You duplicate the steps that somebody takes to become successful, you will get the same success. Now, don't mistake that for, you know, like right now, you want to be, sure, you want to shoot for ambassador or pinnacle or legend or whatever your goal is. Your responsibility right now is not the same as an ambassador's. All right, I want everyone to know that. Your responsibility right now is not the same as an elite member. You know, but what you can do is find out where they were, what they did, and duplicate those steps until you get the same success and progress and progress and progress until you are ambassador, right? So, I mean, with that, we have gone over this like a million times, and I know, but the first 3-4 steps of the system, how many of us have actually followed that and like to a T, and how many of us can actually teach it? And I mean, teaching it is, I mean, yes, you have to follow it. You have to be a leader. You have to lead by example, you know, and you have to learn how to teach it. And that is so important, because if we can't teach those steps of the system, we cannot have a duplicatable business. And right now, the first thing that we want to avoid doing is creating leader-dependent businesses. Meaning, you know, if your leader is gone for a day, everything shuts down. You know, if you don't do something for a day, none of your downline does work. Now, wouldn't it be so much nicer, you know, if you got them into the system immediately, so your business was so duplicatable because everyone was following the system and teaching the system. All right, so today I want to teach you guys how to teach the system, okay? So I'm not going to do it, and this is, I guess, all part of it. I'm going to let Derek Alexander teach you guys how to do it. So if you guys have a pen, a piece of paper, I highly, highly, highly recommend taking some notes. I went over this earlier, took notes myself, and then afterwards we can just talk about it. We're not going to go through the whole video, just a part of it, and we're going to stop it and, you know, actually do those things, okay? So, and answer questions and stuff. Does that sound good? All right, cool. So, again, so you guys can see my screen right now, or what are you looking at? The YouTube page?
Yes, I am looking at your YouTube page.
Okay, weird, because it's not showing the same thing on my screen, but that's okay. So if I click like this, do you see Derek Alexander?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, so we're just going to watch a bit of this video.
It needs to be Q&A.
Sorry, one sec.
I'm going to teach you how to get rich, straight up. I'm going to teach you step by step. There's no butterfly, bullshit, hype. This is it. This is how you do it. So if you learn how to do this, yeah, you're going to get the results. It'll happen. Like literally. If you're coachable and you follow this, how do I know? Because this is literally what I was taught. So I'm teaching you what I was taught. That's what I don't teach people unless they've enrolled. So everything we go over, if you know it, it doesn't mean jack shit. It literally means nothing. This is not about what you know. It's about your ability to teach this to the next person. Okay? So if you enroll someone and they can't teach this to the next person, it's completely irrelevant. So everything we go over right now, if you know it, it doesn't matter. Because if every person you get on doesn't know what you're going to learn after this.
Is this clipping too much, or can you hear it okay?
No, I can still hear it fine, Trish.
Okay, cool. It's actually the video, it clips itself, but yeah, all right.
It's just, you're going to miss the line of communication. It's like you get a telephone. If I say something to Booker's ear and it passes all the way around, but it comes back to my ear from Max, it's a different sentence, you're not going to be in a good position. But if we can say the same congruent thing all the way around the circle, that's how you have a business what's called duplication. So this is affiliate marketing. It's like Amazon.com, only a much more aggressive compensation plan. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Okay? There's two ways to build these types of companies: sponsor-dependent and system-dependent. You do not want to build a sponsor-dependent business. So what happens is, it's like, yeah, when you get on this business, you know nothing. Let me talk to all your friends for you. And then you're going to be sitting there on the phones all day trying to talk to people, and your business will never grow because it'll only grow to the amount of people you talk to. A system-dependent business gives people all the faith into a system. It gives people faith in it, which will duplicate and can go for years. And if you build a system-dependent business, what will happen is you'll be able to literally chill on a beach in Miami and be making more money than if you're doing what I'm doing, traveling around teaching the system. So that's why it's really important. So in this system, there's 8 steps. So it's not about you being able to know the steps, it's your ability to teach the steps. This is not a lesson, this is a conversation. So you need to be talking to, it needs to be Q&A, it needs to be a conversation. Because if I just lecture the whole time and you have a question or you're wondering something, you're going to get laughed. So you need to be able to raise your hand, ask questions, communicate. It's going to be in depth, it's going to be forward. So I'm going to go through the 1 through 8. There's certain things I'm not going to go over that you got to learn. You got to know the compensation plan. You got to know how to get paid. You can YouTube compensation plan. You're not going to get it the first time you watch it, but you need to learn your compensation plan. You got to learn how to use your back office. You learn how to roll someone into your business, you gotta learn how to switch it to your left or right network, okay? Someone's gonna be able
All right, guys. So I just wanted to stop that for a second. Take every single thing he says seriously and do it. Honestly, that's my best advice. So if you don't know the compensation plan or you haven't read it yet, go read it. There's also a brand new compensation plan because we just made the switch May 30th to affiliate marketing officially for Europe. So I believe they just updated the compensation plan as well. Like he said, know your back office, know how to switch your placement strategy. So if you don't know what to do for placement strategy, just ask your enroller what team you're on. And if you're brand new, chances are, or if you haven't created 500 QV points or AQV points of personal enrollment, and because of you, so it's you or your downline enrolled up to 500 points, then you shouldn't be switching to your inside leg. All right, so just ask your enroller what leg he or she enrolled you on, and then put your placement strategy to that.
to teach you that. I'm not going to teach you that right now because if you really want to make money in this, you'll learn it yourself. Okay? You need to understand that your success in this business is solely dependent on you. Your failure in the business is also solely dependent on you. We're guides, we're resources, we're here to help you. But in the end, the only person that's going to dictate your success is you. And the only reason people quit is because of naysayers. They let other people dictate their results and dictate where they want to go. And they're not able to embrace failure. So I'm going to go through the 8 steps. Step number 1. Step number 1 is your dreams and your why. This is the most important step because people will never buy what you do, they're going to buy why you do it. If your reason to do this is just to make money, you're going to make no money at all, which is kind of ironic. Here's why. You get in front of everyone and you're like, guys, I do this business because I want to make 30 grand a month. Everyone's going to be like, good for you. So do we. No one gives a fuck, right? But if you get up on stage, you're like, guys, I'm doing this business because I want to make $30,000 a month. So with that money, I can create some type of public institution. I'll teach kids how to learn or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So it'd be like, oh, good for you. I should do more. See my point? So it's going to motivate them through an emotional connection. And that's why your why can't be just make dollars. Because if it's just to make money, you get all these people on board to make money. But if they don't make money their first month in Vimo, what's going to happen? They're all going to quit. They're all going to stop. It's going to be a complete waste of your time. So you have to dig deep. So that's why this is really important that you train each person, teach them this 8-step system. Never deviate from this system, okay? So if someone calls me and is like, what are some points on my why? What do I need to know about a why? If I on the phone go, this is what you need to know about a why, and I tell them, that's a sponsored event business. Because when they needed help, they had to call me and I told them. But if I go, well, if you go look at your notes in the 8-step system, you'll follow the roadmap to success, whatever it may be, you point them in a direction that'll answer the question for them. So you're always leveraging a tool every single time. So the why is incredibly important, and that's why when you enroll someone, you don't go, all right, man, watch this video on our 8-step system. After you watch this video, you're going to know everything. Why do you not do that? As you know why you wouldn't do that?
It's not personal.
Exactly. There's none of this. There's no relationship. There's no emotional connection. It's fake. It's not real. They'll quit. People are not going to stay in a business where they don't feel like you're connected. Okay? And that's why why circles are so important. What a why circle is everyone literally goes in a circle in the group on the team and says why they do this. However, why circles are not AA. It's not AA. It's not Alcoholics Anonymous. Sometimes you'll have a why circles when you're like, I do this business because my brother goes to a correctional facility. My mom has cancer. It's like, fuck. All right, shit. Damn. And everyone goes through their whys, and after you leave, you're feeling like really, really depressed. It's not the point of a why circle. A why is not for you guys all to talk about your sob stories. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what happened. The why and why you do a why circle is talk about why you do the business and where you're going when you accomplish it. It's dream setting. It's goal setting. It's keeping in your mind where you want. The most important thing I can teach you is one sentence. Okay, this is the most important sentence to life. There's a guy named Earl Nightingale. He's one of the wealthiest people on the planet. He goes, you become what you think about most of the time. All right? You become what you think about most of the time. Simplest idea in the world. You become what you think about most of the time. So you go in a circle full of people, you do a why circle, it's really depressing, and now everyone's thinking about like negative stuff. They're going to leave with a negative energy, right? So you just realize that, and now dreams are literally the fabric of this business. You need to spend more time dreaming of where you're going to be than thinking about all the things that are not working in your life. It's a ratios game, okay? I literally would sit in bed at night before I got my car when I wasn't even ranked up in the company, and I would have fun and look forward to laying in my bed and closing my eyes and just fucking around with my imagination. thinking of the car I was going to get in. What it'd be like to be in the interior, be in that like position, to drive it, to switch the gears, to just floor it, and I enjoyed it. See, in public education, we're not taught how to use our imagination. It's completely neglected. You get a syllabus. As soon as you get the syllabus, you have all these days you need to take tests. You either pass the test or you fail. So what do you have a fear of? You have a fear of failure, right? Yeah. And how do you get anything in life? You fail religiously. Okay? That's why public education hasn't taught us how to make money. So we're going to learn how to make money now. The number one thing is your imagination. So spend time doing exactly where you want to go. We're going to do a really quick exercise. Everyone close your eyes. If you're not closing your eyes, I can see you. So I'm looking directly at you. You're not closing your eyes. And I want you to do is I want you to imagine your dream of your goal and residual income, wherever it is. If you want to make $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. Remember, I'm looking at you so I can tell if your eyes are open. Thank you. Thankfully, they're all closed. And I want you to imagine where that's going to be like. What is your house going to be like? What is that dream? Now, keep your eyes closed and raise your hand if that dream, that vision has some cobwebs. If it's foggy, you can't float picture it in your own mind. Okay, just keep your eyes closed and keep your hand raised. Okay, now put your arm down. Okay, just put your arm down. All right, now open your eyes. I want that dream in your head to be so clear and so specific, you literally can sit almost like meditating and just entertain that idea in your mind. So you are going to have a 3-month residual income dream. We're going to be every month of residual income in 3 months, in 6 months, in 12 months, in a year.
So just write that down. So you want to have a goal of 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. And it would be really cool, actually, if we like shared each other's goals. If you don't want to share them and want to keep them to yourself, not going to pressure you to do that, but it might be nice to kind of connect with some of your upline leaders and let them know what your goals are so that we can figure out how to help you get there.
Write that down. So, you know we're going to be 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and a year. And then think of the monthly residual income. So let's say you want to be diamond in 3 months, and you want to be making $1,500 a month. Think about what it'd be like to be making $1,500 a month. Okay? Okay, and anyway, say the 6 months, 12 months, 3 years. So like me, in the next 6 months, actually next 4 months, I want to have 3,000 people on one side of my organization, and I want to have 8,000 on the other. So I want to think of it as much as possible. My lock screen on my phone, every day I visualize it and I see it right there. So it's right in front of my face and I'm constantly seeing it. So the goals you set, if you do not match your goal, if you don't hit your goal, all that means is that you got better from that time and you just got to reevaluate your goal. Too many people, they don't hit their goal and they get all depressed, they don't accomplish their dream in 3 months, and they spend all this time feeling discouraged instead of feeling positive. So, do you feel like you can successfully teach step 1, your dreams and your why, to the next person you enroll?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
I am so not convinced by that. Like 2 people say yes. Yeah. No, yes or yes?
Fuck yeah!
Okay, so here's the thing.
On the line.
So remember, it is not about what you know, it's about what you can teach, right? If I teach you how to fish, that's cool, but you got to be able to teach the next person how to fish. The only reason people quit is because of naysayers, and they don't have a relationship with the people in the business, or they're not trained. Yeah, and they get on board and it's like, all right, well, here's the video, here's the email, do all that, and you know what to do. Dude, make the understanding that every person you enroll in the business is not going to know what to do, okay? And when you're getting people on board, you have to understand, if you're a diamond, like until you're diamond, every single person you get on board, you should be able to like have a personal relationship with them now. Like if you have people in your downline and you only have like 20, 30, 40 people in your downline and you're not connected with each one, you don't know if everyone's trained, it's a waste of your time. Like that you literally got to make sure every person knows exactly what they're doing and understands the system. We all understand the system, we all will make money. So that's step 1.
All right, so I just wanted to clarify that again. Like, if you're not yet diamond, you should know every single person in your downline and reach out and make a connection with them, build a relationship with them, and just simply ask them, like, what can I do to help you? You know, what can I do for you? Don't leave that to somebody else. Take the responsibility for yourself. Like, how awesome would that feel if you knew every single person, you know, on your team? Like, if loads of people were consistently messaging you, asking you how you are, like, building a relationship with you, it would feel really good, you know? And that's what's actually going to lead into the next thing that he's about to talk about, just creating a good culture, the campfire effect, you know, that's definitely really, really important. So I just wanted to mention that a little bit more.
Okay, step 2. Attitude. Attitude, step 2. All right? I kind of went over it. A negative mind will literally never bring a positive life. It's absolutely impossible. Attitude comes down to one philosophy. A lot of this is just, it's concepts. It's not concrete things. It's things you just need to generally understand. Here's the thing about attitude. In the past 18 months, 14,000 people have gone through my organization. So through my website and websites, so on and so forth, 14,000 people have enrolled. Out of the 14,000, 5,000 are still in my business. That means 9,000 people have gone into my organization and have quit the product. 9,000 people. Think about me is, I do that, I go, wow, that's 9,000 learning experiences that were absolutely necessary for me to be exactly where I am right now. That's the only difference between me and someone else. So what I tell people is, how much can you embrace failure? How comfortable can you get being uncomfortable? Like, how many intentional situations can you feel embarrassed, humiliated, awkward? Because all those on a compounded effect, on a measurable amount, will be all the difference between you and the people that make money in this. Right? It's ratios. You do more exposure, you talk to more people, you more people hear about the product than the other person, like, you're going to get better results. So it's like that person you're afraid to talk to, that's the first person you go talk to, because other people won't do that and other people won't make money. So understand the attitude and really get that. Next thing, as a group of people, as a culture, you guys are on a team now. This is a team environment, okay? When you're on a team, there's something called the campfire effect. What the campfire effect is, who's been in a campfire? Hopefully everyone. When you're in a campfire, it's warm, it's cozy, it's cuddly. People are enjoying themselves, good atmosphere. And as soon as you got to go take a pee, you start walking from the campfire. Each step you get colder and colder and colder because you're alone. This is the exact same concept. When you guys are together as a group and you're productive, working, it's way easier than when you're working by yourself. And if you ever wonder why people aren't successful, they're doing all of it by themselves in their house. They're at their house, scrolling through their Facebook chat, looking at all the people online, trying to hit them up, not knowing who to talk to. Don't text about this business. Don't Facebook chat about this business. Don't message them about this business. Call people. Build relationships. Why? Because would you want someone to text you about this? No. Yeah, you want a phone call. There's no relationship, no value. You're not an AK-47 firing off rounds. You're a sniper rifle. Taking your time, you're building value with people, and they're letting them hear about this and check it out for themselves, okay? So realizing that and just getting that concept down is just really, really important. You stick together. And it doesn't always need to be at this house. Tomorrow there's an event, let's say at Teresa's, you spend time at Teresa's place. But when you have events, if this is you and this is the event, the money is made here in between. It's your ability to promote the event and get the most amount of people there to actually check it out and see where it's at. This is where the money's made, all through here. That was background, that's what it is, wasn't it? We got don't just trying to make money. I can't draw shit upside down. So that's generally constant attitude. It's not too complicated, but I don't want to hear you. My friends want to do it, blah, 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 blah. If you need someone else to motivate you, it's not going to happen. It will never work. You have to be able to self-motivate yourself. All the top incomers, the difference between you and them is that they've gone through more bullshit than you have. And they've experienced way more crap in this business. Okay? Now, I can go motivate an idiot, but then I just have a motivated idiot. Seriously. You can go motivate an idiot, like, I'm stoked, I'm ready, but they know nothing what they're talking about. You can't play the business, and you're just going to fuck up their whole network, and they're just a motivated idiot. Right? So, this isn't exactly based on attitude. Don't go blasting Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, like, YPR, I'm going to make all this money. Don't do that. All right? If you're like, guys, can you hear about my business opportunity on Facebook? No, that's not good. Until you have enough people in your business when you post something, you get 10, 15, 20 likes. Don't do it until then. If you post something about Vima and there's like a company scam or whatever, blah, 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 delete the person and block them immediately. Don't waste your time. This is big money here. This is big incomes we're talking about. So your job is not to be lazy. And you know, J-Run does a really good job doing that. Follow his social media. He did it in increments, right? So don't just be smart. Just be smart. I saw someone who's like, come listen to my friend making $20,000 a month. Let's speak more details. That sounds way too good to be true. It just sounds like, okay, sick, dude. No one's going to believe that. And if you get one like on that status and like 7 comments like bullshit, you think anyone's going to take you seriously? No. But if you got 37 likes, a lot of people commenting being like, dude, I'm so stoked, so excited. That's why all of you should be networking between each other on social media. You're all making each other look good, hyping each other up. But I've even seen like, I've seen some of you guys' stuff on social networking, and you should not be putting the stuff up that you're putting up yet. You don't have a big enough team. It makes no sense. If you're putting stuff up and you're not getting likes, you're not getting feedback, people are going to go, wow, so if I have to do VMA, I have to come off spammy and put stuff up on social media like that. I don't want to do this business because of that.
And you just look desperate.
Yeah.
You just look desperate.
And that's the last thing we want. So that's general ideas on attitude. Feel like you guys can teach you attitude? Yes, yes.
Yes.
Not convinced at all. So you may not get it first time. That's fine. But what that means is when you enroll someone, if you're not 100% confident that you can teach them this system, then you need to get the people you enroll to learn the system from someone you're confident can teach it. All right? Max can teach the system. Nick can teach the system. I can teach the system. Jay Brown can teach the system. Justin can teach the system. So then if you enroll someone, you're like, look, I'm not 100% confident I can teach you the right way. I want to make sure you get in the system rolling and know exactly what to do. So I'm going to get you connected with someone that can teach it way better than me. And then are you just going to make sure they learn, or are you going to sit and learn from the person that can teach it? Okay. Step 3 is your list. Your list is the foundation of your entire business. All right? It's the bread and butter. Okay? Here's why people quit. Okay? This is what posers do. Okay? They make a list of like 20 friends. Okay? And after 20 friends, they go through all the 20 friends and they hit them up themselves. They go through Facebook chat and message a bunch of people. They text a bunch of people. They go through all these people instead of going through 5 the right way with a leader and then following up with those 5. Like, I could easily make a list of 10, 20 people, go through those first 5, fuck it, the first 2, tell my story, I'm really excited, come to the event, or at least talk to someone. Then whether they get on board or not, I write their name down. I'm like, all right, follow up with that person. Maybe I send them a video. Maybe I send them a conference call to plug into, whatever it may be, all right? And they keep following, okay? And so it's way better to do that with 5, 10, 20 people than you make a list of 20 friends, call the 20 friends, no one gets on board, you treat this business like a lottery ticket, quit, and then blame the company saying it's a scam. That's why most people do this. So if anyone's like, oh, Vima's a scam, that's literally why. Because someone treated it like a lottery ticket and they got the bad end of the gossip, okay? We don't have that in this business. So if any of you quit in the company, you would quit because number 1, you let naysayers dictate your future. Number 2, you just stop. Number 3, you don't follow the system. Simple as that, okay? Professionals have what's called an active candidate list. An active candidate list is always growing exponentially. So you meet people every day. Raise your hand if you work a job. You guys meet people every day in your job. You're always meeting new people. I'm going to teach you how to talk to anyone about Vima right now. It's the simplest way. So an active candidate list, you have a notebook. Every time you meet someone talking about Vima, write their name down. Write their number down. Make sure you remember it. Oh, shit, within 2 days, I haven't followed up with this person. Okay, I need to follow up with them tomorrow. So this guy named Matt Kelly, he's a really big promoter for a clothing company, this business he owns. I talked to him last week. Our plan was to talk on Tuesday. I'm sending him a sample pack of the product to drink. But I still said we were going to talk Tuesday. So I texted today. I said, if I contact you tomorrow, Tuesday, would you be ready to talk to me on the phone? He goes, yes, sounds good. So I'm staying on my commitment of following up with him on Tuesday. Even though we've been talking throughout the week, I still said, if I contact you on Tuesday, would you be ready? If I would you is psychological, okay? Check this out. If I invited you to an event that was invite only and the seats were filling up, would you be down to hear more about it and listen? You know the way that works? If I would you? All right. Here's how you can talk to anyone about Vima that you don't know. All right? I want you all to write this down. Let's go for 3. Form, okay? F-O-R-M, form, okay? This is how you go talk to anyone, all right? F stands for where are you from and where's your family from, okay? O stands for occupation. R stands for recreation, what do you do for fun? And M stands for motivation, what do you do for a living? Okay, I want you to check this out. I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings hanging out. I see Jay Brown. Yo, what's good, man? What's your name?
Jay.
Okay, cool. Where are you from?
From South Jersey.
Oh, where's your family from?
Like New York.
Oh, New York? That's cool. I hate New York. Well, anyway, cool, man. Well, yo, what do you do for a living?
I work in a nightclub.
You're working at a nightclub. So cool. So you work at a nightclub. That's cool, blah, blah, blah. Well, what do you do for fun when you're not working at a nightclub in South Jersey where your family lives and also in upstate New York?
Gamble, play sports.
Gamble? Dude, that's dope. Gambling sounds so fun. I love to gamble. So is gambling that thing that motivates you in life where you're not working at a nightclub in South Jersey with your family? Yeah, so that's what motivates you. Cool. And if he says no, well, what motivates you in life? So I tied them all in together, and I found out where he was from, where his family is from, what he does for a living, what he does for fun when he's not doing that thing he does for a living, and if that thing he does for fun motivates him in life. You can run form on anyone. Anyone you talk to, you can go run form on them. All right? So it's about talking to people. Some people, they're like, how do I talk to my friends about it? You just talk to them, dude. So I'm going to be able to figure out what he needs and what he wants from the business. 2 things on making your list, okay? When you're making your list and you're figuring out, oh, my list is getting shorter, you don't know what to do, there's got to be some attitude. Also, number 1, stay plugged in. Okay, stay plugged in. Stay plugged into conference calls. Stay plugged into new videos that come out. Follow the people on Facebook that are in Vima. Follow people on Instagram, Twitter, like me, Luke Kish, Burek, Shannon, Luke Hessler, Randall Kazan, Alex Morton, Kaylee Warren, girls that are killing the business. Because if you're constantly seeing people that are making this thing work, it's going to be really productive. When I go through my newsfeed, if I see anyone post a status that's negative, I delete them and block them. I just don't care. So whenever I go through my Facebook, like if you see my wall when I go through my Facebook, everything is people that are hyped, positive, inspired, excited, and know where they're going in life and have ambition and drive. So I'm constantly, when I'm going through my Facebook wall, seeing all this positivity all throughout my day. When I see someone be like, God, this is bullshit, I'm so pissed off, I hate my 9 to 5, cool, well, I don't need to read that. I delete them off my Facebook. I just block them. They're a waste of my fucking time. I don't need that, all right? I don't like being reminded of your negativity. I don't have that. I'm trying to make money. Okay? So follow people that know where they're going to keep you inspired, to keep you motivated, keep you ambitious. He did a really good job. He got on board. He's like, all right, we're the ambassadors. I want to be the ambassador. He looked up all the ambassadors, found out their Instagrams, found out their Twitters, found out their Facebooks. So now he's always seeing these people have what he wants. He keeps his dream alive, okay? So number 1, plug in. And number 2, never prejudge on your list. Never prejudge. Kid from our high school, didn't think he'd be good in the business, totally prejudged him. What happened was he'd have been he'd have getting on board, and he'd led me to over 2,500 people in my organization. If I didn't get him on board, guess what, dude? I would have been screwed. So I'm going to teach you now how you can get a 1 enroll to a 10. So a 1 is that person that does nothing. A 10 is like, the next Nick Burek, right? Finds an organization in France. So you just enroll the 1. It's for recreation and motivation. There you go. Okay? So I just enrolled a 1. Great, it's a 1. Cool, right? It's a beta, not influential, not a people person, not passionate. Great, okay? Well, I'm still going to teach them the system, and I'm still going to coach them like everyone else. Because when they have events, and the first person they bring another 1 to the event. Then they bring 0. Like they bring like someone that literally I don't know, just blind, deaf, and can't talk. I don't know, whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck. All right, what's up with this 3? So at the event, I go to the 3. Talk to the 3. We get the 3 on board. The 3 brings a 1. Dude, what are you doing? Brings another 3. And brings a 5. Okay? Oh shit. 3 brought 5. I talk to the 5. 5 gets on board. Next event, the 5 brings, I don't know, a 3, and then a 1, and then, I don't know, a 9. The 9. Get the 9. Next event, say, I don't know, an 8, and then a 10. Oh my god, I finally got my 10. Now, are you going to have your 1 train and mentor your 10? Are you going to have your 1 train and mentor your 10? No. That makes sense. In the meetings, they say, what's good? What up? How's your grandma been? Cool. When it comes to the training, the mentorship, the leadership, no, they don't do that. So if you're feeling like, dude, I might be a 2, you can become a 10. If you enroll an ACE, humble yourself and connect it to another leader in your business that knows where they're going. So let's say he's like, dude, I just enrolled someone on the Patriots. He's not going to mentor and train the person on the Patriots. He's going to send it to Burek or Shannon or someone else. Okay? It's very, very important. So that's how you can get from a 1 to a 10.
Alright, so that's all I really wanted to show you guys of that video. Did that help anyone? Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, that was great. That was awesome.
Sweet, good. Who was that said that?
Me, Chris.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's a British person on this call. Yeah, awesome. Cool. I mean, so did everyone take notes on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Even I took notes on this. I'm learning a lot from this.
Yeah, it's awesome, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, does everyone feel like they could maybe teach this? Getting there?
I'd like to think so, yeah.
Getting there? It's okay. I mean,
if you don't know how to teach yet, make sure you connect with someone that can. That's the biggest thing. Even if you're not confident enough, just like he said, make sure you have someone in your arsenal that can.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And be there as well. with
Yeah.
that person, so you can learn. So if you're not able to teach this now, that's cool, but take your friend to a call with somebody, be there on that call, take notes, study what they say, and eventually you'll be able to teach it. All right, so it's pretty simple. Like what Tim was saying in the first video. Tim is actually from another company. I don't know if they're still like running what their thing is, but awesome guy, and I like what he says. And what he says later on in that video is he talks about like getting an MBA in this. Don't stop at your degree. Keep going. Just because you've heard this information before doesn't mean you won't get something out of it again and again. Just become really good at it. Be at the trainings, plug yourself in. That's massive. So I just wanted to kind of go over the notes actually a tiny bit before we get off here. So the first things he talks about, like getting familiar with your back office, always leveraging a third party on calls at any time. Anytime you want to talk to somebody, don't. I know that sounds funny, but just do the invite and leverage a third party. And then, learn the compensation plan, go through it. If you have any questions about the compensation plan, I know this sounds funny, but don't necessarily go and ask your upline. Honestly, the best thing, this is what I do. Every time I have a question on the compensation plan, I phone Vima. They'll give you a way better answer than somebody in your upline. And they'll do it really quickly, and it just makes a lot of sense. Like, they are awesome, especially if you're in Europe. Like, the European line is so efficient. Like, you phone it and they answer right away. And I know in America it's like a lot harder. Like, you have to wait like half an hour sometimes or whatever. Okay, and then, oh yeah, obviously like having a clear why and having why circles. So why circle, everyone sits in a circle and they like say their why. So I mean, maybe sometime, on our next call or something, we'll go over that. We'll all go around and we'll talk about why we're doing it. That would be really cool. And it's good for you to do that with your friends who are in the business all the time, anytime, even if you've heard it again before. Our whys consistently develop and they get us excited, inspired, and motivated. It's funny, but we don't actually, I read and watched a bunch of things on this, but like, we're not actually motivated so much externally as we think we would be. When somebody flashes like $100 in front of you and says, do this, if it's something that requires some serious, I don't know, cognitive skills or thought, it actually paralyzes us and we don't go and do it. But if it's something where it's just mechanical, I'll give you $100 to pound down this wall or whatever, we'll do it, But when it comes to cognitive skills, we're actually not motivated by external things like money. And with this company, this is very, very, it's not mechanical, it's all to do with speaking, with attitude, with confidence, and really becoming a leader. So, that why is just there to ignite the internal drive that we have. To really push us forward. And then coming up with goals, goal setting, this is so important. Honestly, having goals, obviously everyone knows it's really, really good, but it's also good to share those with other people. So just write down your goals, make sure you guys do that. Maybe that's kind of like an assignment even. I mean, I know Zach, I don't know if Daniel, if you do this, but Nathan as well, they all have their goals actually on their phone screen. So they just make whether it's a RA period, a 1 month goal, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, all of them together, and they just stick them on the back of their phone. For me, I'm gonna put it on my laptop screen. I think that will really help me.
Yeah, I use it on my home screen because then every time we all look at our phone 1,000 times a day. As my home screen, before I have to slide and unlock my password, you read it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I look at my computer screen every day. I don't have a phone in the UK, so yeah, I need to put it somewhere. Oh yeah, this other thing, until you're diamond, you need to really get to know every single person in your downline. The only reason why when you're diamond, you don't necessarily need to do that is just because there's so many people that it would be really, really difficult to. But
Yeah,
if,
you
Sorry?
still want to. You still want to, but you also, that means you have a leader. Usually when you're diamond, you have 1 gold on each side at least, which are the people that do know them personally. And you know your golds personally. So they can connect you with those people.
Exactly, and if everyone's doing this, everyone is taking that time to get to build relationships and know the people in their downline, then it makes it easier as you rank up and you get more people in as well. So everyone is bound together. What else?
I want to add I want to add something quickly about that knowing thing, because this is something which people realize again, like how do ambassadors work? Of course, when you get to that level and things like that. And guys, when you think about when you're doing that, why you need to know your downline, because imagine like every gold should know, like again, all your personally enrolled. That's a person, no matter what the rank, you should know on a personal level. But when you're gold in that, you have your network spread, you just still know them, because if one of those people need help, in something which again, when you're gold, so you're still learning, you know your diamond. And so your diamond knows your executive through the same it's kind of like, the law of separation. So if your newest member knows the gold is going to know at least a diamond. That diamond is going to know at least an executive, and that executive is going to at least know a presidential, and the presidential is going to know an ambassador. So that member can now get connected to an ambassador through a chain. And that's super important when you have those kind of calls, special guest calls, guest meetings, and things like that. Because if you need a member that says, I have a lot of people coming, I want to get a really good guest on, you will have a personal relationship, so you're not trying to just message a random person on Facebook. You contact your gold. They contact the diamond contacts the upline. That upline contacts the other, and that's where you get that guest speaker coming on.
That's really cool. I like that. The second thing he talked about was obviously like positive attitude. How much can you embrace failure? How comfortable can you get being uncomfortable? And the more you fail, the more you succeed. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, both of the videos actually stated about how positivity is so huge into your success in this business. Also, it just creates such a good environment for your team. Like, who wants to follow you if you're a negative person? Probably just only other negative people. And negative people barely even like each other. So, if that's what you want to build your business on, then, be my guest. But it's so much more fun to be positive. And, for me, like, if I'm having one of those days where I feel unconfident and I'm down and I don't feel positive, I, just read for 30 minutes or watch a really cool video that will make me feel positive. I know Darren Hardy. I look up to him a lot. If you guys don't know who he is, go check him out because he's awesome. Darren Hardy. He wakes up every morning and reads for 30 minutes something really, really positive. He doesn't read the newspaper because it's bombarded with negative stuff. When you first wake up in the morning, a lot of times that's when your mind starts to become really, really productive, and it sets the pace for the rest of the day. So if you can fill it with a lot of positive information, then the tone for the rest of the day is going to hopefully, follow that. So, yeah, just something cool. Your list, even if you've been in this business for a really long time, or you're brand new, you should have a really big list. You should work on it. I'm going to today actually go over my entire list and add all my new people and just revamp it, entirely. So I did make a video about how to arrange a list, and you can arrange it in the ABC way that I spoke about, or there's so many different ways, or the form way that Derek Alexander spoke about. Form is where are you from, your occupation, what's your recreation. For us, it's bands or whatever, what motivates you. That's basically the ABCs of prospecting. It's the same. It's just in a different, form, literally. And then next, I guess you just talked about plugging in. So this is huge. After the call, I want everyone to go and search up on Twitter and Facebook some of your people that you really, really love and want to follow. Also, you can follow our team's Twitter, which is YPR Worldwide. So if you go to at YPR Worldwide on Twitter, you can follow it there. And I'm trying to keep it updated. We have quite a few followers now and tweets and stuff, but yeah, we'll keep it updated. And if you guys are all following it, and I know that you are, then I'll make sure to post our team call information on there too. so I guess oh yeah, I love how he said that he blocks negative people on Facebook. I think that's hilarious. I don't know. I've always thought that maybe that was a bit mean, but now I totally see where he's coming from. Like, you know, when you're scrolling down your newsfeed, there's those times when you accidentally spend way too long scrolling down your newsfeed, and then at the end of it, you just feel like yucky, right? Like when there's all of this like horrible stuff being posted, and you're just like, wow, that was really crap, and I just like spent 5 minutes watching this like really awful video, and it's like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not saying go and block everyone, but I think I might actually consider deleting some people off of my friends list just because of that. Yeah, and then the last, very, very last thing is he talks about how to get from a 1 to like a 10. And I think that's really cool because at the beginning, honestly, like you do feel like, you know, you don't have your 10 yet, or maybe you do, but you don't know because they haven't developed. So you just keep going, and eventually you do find a 10. But, you know, yeah, you can find a 10 through a 1. You know, so you find that 1, and maybe that 1 finds a 3, and then you focus on that 3, and then you focus on who the highest number, you know, is that they bring in until you find your 10s, and then you spend 80% of your time focusing on those 10s and helping develop them, you know, and I think that's really important. So don't feel like discouraged if at the beginning, you know, you don't have a 10. It's very rare that somebody enrolls a 10 right from the beginning, you know. I have some pretty awesome people that I enrolled right at the beginning, but yeah, I mean, Tim, I'm calling you out. But yeah, so that's all I really wanted to say. Does anyone want to say anything else? Daniel? I don't think he can hear.
Here, just a second. Okay, I'm unmuted. The another thing that I realized is, yeah, I can you guys hear me? The one thing that I want to kind of go over is the Facebook thing as well, because that's something I'll personally admit. Okay, cool. I'll admit where I screwed up on is I tried to make it so adamant about it, and you know that same thing like that technically hurt me more than it helped me. But another thing that's really good is when you are finally at that point where you want to post, where you have a huge downline, like even me, I'm going to be trying to wait to try and do more of it now until I'm at least platinum for myself. Like I feel like that's a better goal to do. If you're on someone's team and you know that they are that rank and they are going to be doing a post, make sure you like it. Like he was saying, like when this is really popular for band, you know, if you're going to make a band post, you want as many fans to like it so that spreads, first of all, and people see it and they're like, oh, what's going on here? There's like, you know, 50 of my friends or 50 people I know that, you know, like this status. Like, oh, I might want to go to this concert now, right? Mm-hmm. We want to do that when you are at that level because that will create a huge more people start being like, wow, like, what is this that's going on? Like, most people get like 5 likes on a good status on a good day when they're a regular person. So someone has like 50 people are like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, we all obviously, like, all of us should try and be as supportive as we can to each other. You alright, Dan? Yeah.
That was a little creepy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, we shouldn't really be posting like random stuff on Facebook and everything like until you are until you're seriously making an impressive amount of money that you just don't even care. Then yeah, like don't post Facebook status because you know, you want people to hear about this in the best possible light, and that's like during a live connection, whether it's, you know, through Skype or in person. So that's the best way of definitely doing that. So yeah, that's a little no. Sweet. So from everything that I said, like maybe what I wanted to actually do is on Friday night have a call. And I know this might sound crazy because it is a Friday night, but yeah, I'm doing one, and it's actually the next steps of this. It's going into more of that video, and so before that time, do you think we could go over, like, everyone could have their goals written out, maybe even put them on their phone, follow some people on Twitter that you like, you know, and start prospecting people using Form or the prospecting ABCs?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, sweet. Awesome. Great, because, you know, if we want to teach this, we have to first do it, right? And then once we've mastered doing it ourselves, then it's easier to teach and, you know, people are following the leader. So, great, that's awesome. That's all I really want to talk about, guys. Keep plugged in, you know. Also, just one little quick thing, too, before I go. If you have some of those people who, like, you know, they're thinking about getting in the business, like everyone has those people, they're thinking about it, and even some people who got into it, but they're just not, they're busy or whatever, you know, those people, still treat them like family, like treat them like really, really good friends, and just invite them to be plugged in still, you know, still send them updates, like don't harass them or anything, but like, you know, just be like excited. Say to them, hey, you know, there's a really awesome training call today or team call today, and we have one in a couple days, and you know what? It's actually going to be better, and I'm really excited to go because blah, 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 you know? So it'd be really cool if you came too, so I thought I'd invite you. Just get them plugged in. Just make them feel like they're already part of it, even if they're thinking about doing it. You know, they go, oh, well, you know, I'm not even in it yet. Why are you inviting me? I'm not even in it. Well, yeah, but you said you want to be in it, right? So I just thought it'd be really cool if you got the information beforehand. You might as well. So, you know, sometimes we get people more involved, like get them actually ordering stuff just because of that. So, yeah, just reach out. Just try to build that culture. Find everyone in your downline, honestly, everyone, and take that time and connect with every single person. If you don't know how to find the people in your downline, just go to your genealogy and it's all there. Or a faster way, instead of going to like where it says diagrammatic, go to where it says summary or whatever it is, the other one, and then it just puts it in like a list form, and then you can have everyone that's underneath you. All right?
Alrighty, Trish.
Sweet. I'm so stoked, guys. New RA period, so I'm really excited to see what your guys' goals are so I can help you out. I really, really, really want to see some new silvers next RA period, so let's get everyone who isn't there. All right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we'll talk on Facebook or later. All right, send your goals.
All right, so.
All right, see you guys.